Hi Flosstube, I'm Annie and I am the Proper Stitcher, and welcome to episode 128. If this is your first time joining me, I am so glad you stopped by today. This is a channel where I like to talk about cross stitch and hopefully give you inspiration to fully finish your projects. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your continued support. All of your wonderful comments you send my way, I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope everybody is having a great September. It is actually, I think, September 20th, so it's getting closer to the end of September, and I am so ready for these cooler temperatures. I'm ready for fall. It's still in the 80s here, but I know that those cooler temperatures are just around the corner, and I am really excited about that. I wanted to come to you all today. It has been about 4 weeks since my last video, and that is not what I intended, but a few things have come up over the last few weeks that have kept me from you, and I am so happy to be here today. I'm excited to be back. The last time I saw you was right before Needlework Marketplace, which was the virtual wholesale market online. And thank you all so much for placing your orders with your needlework stores. They can still order through me. They can order through Hoffman. Actually, all of my new releases will go on Etsy today, so we'll talk more about that in a minute. So you have so many different ways to order all of my new releases. So thank you all so much for placing those orders. But that was the last time I saw you. It was right before that market. And I think I was about to go and drop Tristan off. I can't remember all the details, but we dropped Tristan off at school around that time, came home, got Gray packed up. Matt took her back to school in Michigan, and then I had the market that weekend. So it really took me about a week after coming home with Tristan to kind of let everything settle and realize that my children aren't at home anymore and they are away at school, and it has been a very big adjustment for me. It caught me off guard. I was not expecting to have an emotional feeling associated with it. You know, all these years I've been saying, oh, my kids, just a few more years, they'll be off at school. I'm so excited. And what I found is that when the dust settled, when after the market, everything got quiet, and I realized my children weren't home. I realized that I needed to find a new normal. I needed to really confront some of these feelings that I was having about being an empty nester. And so it has been a journey, and it has been very eye-opening and very interesting. So I am looking forward to sharing some of those updates with you all about how my children are doing, but also how it is as an adult adjusting to a new schedule and a new, I guess, role in my life. And so that's been very interesting and something that I was not expecting. So thank goodness we have cross stitch. Thank goodness we have friends in this community to help realign and readjust and help you get through these things. So Matthew and I are both really adjusting to our new normal. So that's what's been going on with me. Gray is loving school, having a great time. She's actually coming home for fall break. So she'll be home in the middle of October, and she's bringing her roommate with her. So I'm super excited about that. Tristan's doing great. I don't hear from him as often as I do Gray, difference between a boy and a girl, but he is really settling into his new life, and it sounds like he is having a great time. And so it's just been, it's been an adjustment. So I am so excited to share with you all that we do have I have some previous finishes to go over with you. I have some whips to share with you. I made a lot of notes because I didn't want to forget anything. I do have an Etsy shop update. I want to share with you some haul and gifts that I've received. I have a new designer that I want to share with you. I want to talk to you about a signature sampler box that I am participating in, previous designs that I have released, and plans for my week and giveaways. So we've got a very, very full episode. I will take a lot of breaks so I can take a sip of tea, because I've also still been getting over having bronchitis. And so I still cough, I still lose my breath. So, I'll have to take several breaks in between each segment, but that'll give you time to take a break too. So grab a pen and paper, grab your favorite beverage, and grab your cross stitching, and let's get started. Gray called us a couple of days ago and asked if she could come home for fall break, which is funny thing to ask, but I was like, of course she can come home for fall break. But she was not planning on coming home for fall break. It's about an 8-hour drive for her, and you know, it's just, for a short amount of time, it's a long way to drive. But she just is feeling homesick. Her roommate really wanted to come home. Her roommate's been home with her before, so they are coming home, so excited. But what that did is that prompted Matthew and I to decorate the house for fall. So we were so excited to pull out all of the fall decorations out of the attic. We really weren't going to do that because it was just going to be the two of us home. And we're both busy with work, but we decided let's go ahead and decorate the house for fall. So I pulled out all the fall decorations, pulled out some previous finishes, some cross stitch previous finishes that I want to share with you. We had a good time decorating. One thing that we did, Matt found this video online, I'm sure y'all have seen it, but people take a pool noodle and they slice it down the middle and they attach it to their mantle, and you put artificial flowers, or you can use it sort of as a floral foam and decorate your mantle. So we did that. We put some fall foliage on there, we put some lights on there, so it's been really fun to just have a little bit of a change of scenery in the house. But I wanted to show y'all some of my previous finishes, and those of you who have been with me for a long time, you've seen these. It's been a few years, but here are two previous finishes for Halloween I wanted to show you. And this one is a Prairie Schooler finish. This was a Prairie Schooler design. I think it's called When Witches Go Riding. And I left off the bottom and the top border. I think it had like a moon or some cat faces or something, but I wanted this to fit in an 8x10 frame. And that is what I did. So I just stitched the middle part of this Prairie Schooler pattern. Here, I'll bring it in so y'all can see it. I don't remember the details, but this was probably stitched on 32 count, and it's all DMC because it's Prairie Schooler, and I probably stitched it on like a mocha or something like that. I can't remember, like a vintage country mocha. But this was stitched probably 10 years ago, maybe 8. But it is so much fun to pull out. And so how I finished this a few years ago was I found this frame at Hobby Lobby. It's like a black lacquer frame. I took the glass out. I double mounted the finish on sticky board, and I just placed it inside the frame. And then I did a little glitter or funky looking spider and made this bow and put it up in the corner. And I have so much fun pulling this out every year. It's one of my favorite finishes. I just love Prairie Schooler, timeless. It's always fun to pull out. They're quick to stitch, but this one is one of my favorites. And it says, when witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis Halloween. So that was a lot of fun. I remember when I stitched this, I remember finishing it, and it's been something that we've had in our home for a long time. So this one is a Prairie Schooler, When Witches Go Riding. And then I have one more to share with y'all today. And this one is a With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. This is Holiday Inn. And this one I probably, again, about 6 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, I can't remember. But I stitched this one on, also probably on 32 count. I don't know the fabric, but 32 count. I used all the called for colors. I love these cut through or see-through houses. You see them a lot, and a lot of designers use the cut through houses, but it's just one of my favorites. And I also double mounted this. These finishes were inspired by Stitching with the Housewives, Priscilla and Chelsea, because I remember it was around when I first started watching Flosstubes, and that's when I started finishing my own things. So I double mounted this sticky board, and I found this tray at a like an antique store. But you can find these kinds of things now at Hobby Lobby, places like that, Michael's, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I just inserted it in here, and it sits on my kitchen counter on a plate stand. So this is Holiday Inn by With Thy Needle and Thread, and it is an old one. Probably a 10-year-old pattern, can't remember. But it's cute, one of my favorites. I love pulling it out. And so that was fun to pull these out of the attic and get them on the get them out in the house. So we're gonna go over some whips, and I have 3 whips I want to share with you today. These are, I haven't gotten a lot of stitching done over the last month between getting things out the door for market, all the patterns and all the orders, but I did manage to squeeze in a few projects. So when I attended the Stitch Florida retreat, Sweet Wing Studio was there, and Susan with Sweet Wing Studio had an exclusive release that was just available at the retreat. This release will be available to everyone else at market in March. But this is a Sweet Wing Studio design, and it's called Choose Joy. And it says, "The joy of the Lord is my strength." And so I started this. I had it kitted up and ready to go, and I started it actually at the retreat, but I haven't gotten very far. But I am using all of the called for colors, and I'm using the called for fabric. Let me read the back of this because I love this fabric. It is 32 count Silver Moon Lugana. And I'm using 2 strands of floss over 2. So it's a combination of DMC floss and Gentle Arts, but I changed the blue. One of my friends, table mates and friends, she decided instead of stitching it with the purple, to stitch it with blue. And that, I thought, well, you know I love blue, so I did the same. So let me tell you what color I switched it to. The purple, I believe, is a DMC, or no, actually it's a silk, it's a Sol de Jaye. And so I switched it to Freedom and with Gentle Arts. And I love the blue. It is such a pretty color. But this is such a fun design. It's quick. I love stitching words. It's very soothing to me. And so I think I'm going to give this to Gray when it's finished. I'll finish it into probably a little framed piece or a little pillow. But that is, here are all the colors. That is one of my starts. And so I don't have them on a floss ring, but I'm working on that. I'm working on getting more organized. I have something else to show y'all with all of my DMC floss. So here are all of the Gentle Arts and I think Classic Colorworks colors. And then here are all the DMC colors. And this is the purple for the DMC, for the words, 3041, and I switched it to Freedom. Such a pretty pattern. Let me give you another look. This will be available in March, but it's called Choose Joy by Sweet Wing Studios. So that one is a quick stitch. The other one I've been working on, and none of these are ironed. I figured if I had taken the time to iron, whew, that would have just added more time. So I am still working on my 12 Days of Christmas stockings by Annie B's Needle Arts. This is the 12 Days of Christmas ornament stockings. I love these. I am currently on number 2, and this book is absolutely beautiful. We covered the patterns, but there's number 2. That is what I am working on. And here's my progress. I am stitching this all on the black Aida. This is 14 count black Aida. You can see my hoop ring, but I am almost done with this one. I just have this bird to finish and the greenery around the bottom of the bird. And then this one will be done and I'll be on to number 3. I have all the DMC floss ready to go with these. These are a lot of fun to stitch. This black Aida is a lot easier to work on than I was expecting. Highly recommended. This is what the model is stitched on too, and I was going to switch it to like a 28 count black fabric, but I decided I'm going to do the Aida because I felt like it needed to be stiffer for the finishing process of finishing them into the stockings. So that is number 2, and I'm doing these in order. I'm tempted to skip around, but I think I'm going to do them in order. I love 12 Days of Christmas anything. I am a sucker for 12 Days of Christmas patterns. Absolutely one of my favorite things to stitch and collect. So this one is a lot of fun. I hope you join me. I kind of started a stitch along with these. I know I'm not going to have them all done by Christmas, but I probably could have a couple of them done by Christmas. But 12 Days of Christmas 12 Days of Christmas Stockings by Annie B's Full Cart. And then my third whip that I want to share with y'all today is something very different for me and has a little bit of a background story. When I was at Stitch Florida, which is a retreat that I co-hosted with Alicia, the Fanciful Flamingo, and we had a fabulous time. But the Scissorist, who is the company where I've gotten my scissors from before, they are amazing, Becca and Susan, and they were a vendor there. And I always enjoy my time with them. These are the scissors. I've showed them to you before. They have the Lady Liberty and they have the Butterfly, all handmade, wonderful, made in the USA scissors. My favorite scissors ever. But they were a vendor there and they specialize in so many different things. They have needlepoint canvas, they have Saju scissors, they have Saju floss, they have all of the thread winders and boxes. It's just so much fun stuff. All the old DMC cards with old alphabet. I just love looking at all of their things. Well, I've always admired a necklace that Becca wears. And I think I'll insert a photo here of the necklace that she always wears. And I always comment on it. I always have to look at it. And I love seeing people who use either cross stitch or needlepoint or some other handmade needlepoint or needlework item, and they make jewelry out of them. I saw a woman at market that had a beautiful circle motif that was cross stitched, and she had it attached to her mom's old pearls, like artificial pearls and costume jewelry. And it was just, I love seeing things like that. Well, because I've always admired Becca's, I really wanted one for myself. So I am trying my hand for the first time at needlepoint. And I think that's what this is called. But I want to show y'all what I'm working on. So this is the canvas that I'm working on. Let me see if I can put something behind it. This is the canvas that I'm working on. And it is this beautiful scenery. And I've already started it. Like I've gotten some of the colors up here and I'm jumping around. I don't know if that's right. I haven't even watched a video. They kind of talked me through what I should do. So I've been kind of doing this on my own. I don't know if it's right. It doesn't matter. I'm enjoying it. And then I've started doing the colors down here. So I've done green and I've done the blue and the green. So the blues and the greens I've done and a little bit of the black on the outline of the, gosh, I don't even know what that's called. But I am enjoying this. This is something different for me. Something, you know, just to mix it up and change up my brain and my focus. It's something that I don't have to count or think about. And so what I do at night is I will chat with a friend. I will watch a show with a friend. Usually we do that, my friend Melissa. We will watch a show and stitch or work on something. So I go between working on needlepoint or cross stitch if I can focus on that, or organizing my DMC floss. These are some other things from the Scissorist. These are the little thread winders. You can wind your thread on these little cards. So much fun, so many fun things. But I wanted to show y'all this needlepoint because I am hoping to have a new necklace or something with this. But here are all of the Saju floss colors, and more than likely you may see some of these flosses show up in a future design, but I want to show you all of these. They come on these beautiful cards and all of these color palettes. This is going to be so much fun on the needlepoint canvas, but these are also fibers that you can use for cross stitch. And my friend Holly, Hobbies of Holly, and I will link her Flosstube below, but she just recently finished Margaret Kendall 1820, which is a reproduction sampler that I released this summer. She converted it to all these floss colors, and it's just beautiful. These colors have a really nice sheen to them, and they're great cotton fibers. They're perfect for cross stitch. So I really am enjoying playing with these colors, and I'm enjoying playing with a different type of fiber. And I am having so much fun with this because it's just something different. It just gives my brain a little bit of a different activity, but I'm excited to have a piece of jewelry or something that, or maybe this will go on a bag. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm having so much fun with it. And I just wanted to try something different. So that's what I'm doing. But I will link the Scissorists website below. They have so many other wonderful things to look at. But if you are ever, they were just recently at Galleria, and if you're ever in an area where they are set up, I highly recommend looking at their booth. They have beautiful things. But I'll link their website below, and go and check them out and see what they have. So let's take a quick break. When I come back, I'm going to go over my Etsy shop update, show you something new that I've added. I have a surprise new release, but then also all of my fall releases will be on Etsy. So let's take a quick break and we'll talk about all of that. It's been 4 weeks since Needlework Marketplace, which means starting today, all of my new releases are available to you in my Etsy shop. You can purchase a paper copy that I will ship directly to you, or you can purchase a PDF copy. All are available on my shop. Of course, you can still order directly through your needlework shop, either online or brick and mortar. If they do not have my patterns, they can order them directly through me or through Hoffman. I am a firm believer in supporting needlework stores, so I would love it if you contact them and you can have everything kitted up with them and they will send it to you directly. But if you choose, you can also order directly through me on Etsy. I will link my Etsy shop below. But just as a reminder, I will have all of these available to you, and all the models are still here on my shelves. But we have Hollow's Manor, and that is a collection of 3 pillows, and they are all together in one pattern. Boo You, which is another addition to the Celebrate You series. Thankful for You, which is another of the Celebrate You series. And I went over all of these in detail in my previous video. We Gathered Together, and Frances Grayson, and There Is Room. These are all now available to you in my Etsy shop. But I did have one surprise new release. This is a release that this was a pattern that I designed for the Stitch Florida Retreat. And this pattern was available in the guest bags that everybody got, or the guest box. And it is called Life's Lemons. This is your pattern cover. And I was going to wait and release this next year at market, but I decided to go ahead and release it now. So let me come in and let you take a peek at this, and then I'll go over all the details. But this is called Life's Lemons, and it was inspired by I just love lemons, and I love blue and white, and I love blue and white china. And so this was inspired by, I wanted to do something citrusy that wasn't orange, because I knew we were already going to have some orange themes. So I wanted to do a lemon, and it just reminds me of a kitchen tile, something that you would see in a kitchen. So this is the inspiration behind that. I'll go over all the details, but I just wanted to create something simple and make a great gift, but it is a quick stitch. And so we have lemons, we have bumblebees, and blue and white. just very cheerful, very quick, very easy stitch. So let's go over the details on this. This is also available directly to your shops already, or you can purchase it in my Etsy shop now. But let's go over the details. And here's your pattern cover, Life's Lemons. And I wrote a little saying on the back, and I said, as the saying goes, when life gives you lemons, make lemonades. This encourages optimism and a positive attitude in the face of adversity or misfortune. So the stitch count for Life's Lemons is 103 wide by 79 high. The finished size, when this is stitched on 32 count, is 6.5 inches by 5. And I stitched this on 32 count Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim. And I used 2 strands of floss over 2 linen threads. There are 2 Weeks Dye Works colors. That's the green is emerald and the lemons is lemon chiffon, but all the other colors are DMC. And the finishing board is from Homestead Needlework, and I will list her shop below, but she is on Etsy, and she created this board for this piece. So she is on Etsy. So I will link all of this below, but Life's Lemons is also available now. So I have 8 new releases available to you on my Etsy shop. So all of that will be listed below. But again, thank you all so much for your orders. And if you're still wanting something to stitch for Halloween or for fall, they are all available and ready for you. I will have my Christmas and winter releases sometime in October. I'm not sure exactly when. I got a little behind schedule with everything going on over here. So hopefully I will be back on track and have those ready for you in a few weeks. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to show you my haul and some gifts I received. So I have a few things to share with you today that I have either received as a gift or I have purchased. And I don't have a lot. I just decided not to pull everything because it's been a few episodes since I shared any haul or gifts with you all. And so I didn't want to bring everything out, but I picked a few things to share. The first thing I want to show is absolutely amazing. I am so excited about this, and I am so proud and happy for this company who has released this new planner. This is called For the Stitcher Soul, and it is a new planner, and it comes in this beautiful box. And it is the planner for the Cross Stitcher Soul. Planner for the Cross Stitcher Soul. And I am going to show you all this because I am so excited. I am always looking for some way to get organized. And I am really hoping that 2025 is going to be the year of organization for me. So this new planner comes in this box, and I'm going to tell y'all all about it because it is perfect for not only you if you need a planner, but if you're looking for a gift for a cross stitcher, this is amazing. So let me tell you a little bit about it. So this is For the Cross Stitcher Soul, and I will link it below, their website below, but you can purchase this from them on their website. So here it is, and I'm just so excited. It comes with 2 pins, but it is this big planner, and it comes inside this box. So the presentation is beautiful, but here is the planner. It is this big spiral bound planner, very sturdy, very sturdy. So it's perfect for me because it will go in my bag and will not get banged up or ripped up. And hopefully I won't lose it because it is a good size. But it is beautiful. The artwork on the cover is just amazing. So inside, this is from Terry Pittman and Diana. They are from the Stitcher Soul, or For the Stitcher Soul. And this is their creation. They have just released it and it is available on their website. But here's the inside. You can mark it. It has this ruler that comes out, or this marker that comes out. So I've already been playing with it. You can then use it as like a bookmark within, so you don't have to flip through it. You can mark your place. But it has stickers. It has all the months, and then within each month you have the entire month, or you've got the week at a glance where you can take notes for the week. So it goes all the way through all of the months, and before each month on the page, they have a little definition about a different specialty stitch or how to do that specialty stitch. Love that. Then you go through all the months, and at the back, You have your whips, a list of all of your whips that you're working on. You have a color conversion chart. You have your projects that you're working on or that you finished it, where you can keep up with it. The project name, the fabric, the designer, when you started it, when you finished it, all those things. Retreats that you might be going to, you can keep up with that. Supplies, a list of your supplies that you need. Contacts, a place to keep up with all your stitching friends. A wish list, notes, and then like this wonderful definition or a glossary at the back that has all of these wonderful terms and just a quick reference guide for cross stitchers. I absolutely love this. I love all the time that they put into this, and I am so excited to be able to use this, and I wanted to share it. I called them and asked if it was okay when I got it, if it was okay if I could share it with them. I've already purchased this for gifts for people. It makes a great birthday present. I just am so excited about this planner. I'm a sucker for a planner and being organized. So thank you, Terry and Diana, for a great idea. Something we really needed in the community, but it is a great planner to add to your list. And again, it is from For the Stitcher Soul, and their website is www.forthestitchersoul.com. So go and check out their website, and I will link it below. But it is just a treasure, and just congratulations. Such a great product. So, and I love the box. I love the box. So what else did I get over the last few weeks? I did get this new pattern. This is Artful Offerings, and this is a flower garden sampler. I got this about a week ago. I really wanted something blue, so I am going to stitch this. Alicia, the Fanciful Flamingo, inspired me to get this. She just finished it, so I am going to kit this up. It's all DMC floss, I believe. Yes, it's all DMC floss. So I'm in the process of kitting that up right now. So that is Artful Offerings Flower Garden Sampler. I got some trim from Lady Dot Creates. Can you think of what I'm going to be doing with this? This is the Vintage Tinsel Trim. This is Sizzle Chenille, that's red. And then Sequoia Ribbon. This is the kind of ribbon, this is the rayon ribbon. This is the kind of ribbon that, excuse me while I stretch. This is the ribbon that was used for the ruching around my Hollows Manor pillows. This is the rayon ribbon. This was in the licorice, and this is Sequoia. So I got that, and then Grace Notes fabric, I ordered some more Windsong. This is Windsong, which is what I used for There Is Room, one of the color options, but this is Windsong. So I got some more of that. I love this color. It is so pretty. This is 36 count Windsong by Grace Notes Fabric. Love the modeling on that. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you all, I got at, and I've got to pick up this bucket. I got this at Stitch, Florida. Lost my train of thought. So Chantelle with 141 Design Company, she had a booth set up, and she is she's who I get a lot of my boards. I get the Bender boards from her for my Celebrate You series. She made the pumpkin board, but she also has these DMC Annie's Keepers, and excuse me, yes, Annie's Keepers. So this is Annie's Keepers, and I should have organized this before I brought it all out, but it is not organized. But this is what they are. They are these little chips that they're these little floss rings, and you organize your DMC floss, and you get these stickers from a different company. So I'll show you those in just a minute. But these are the tags. You organize all your DMC floss on it, and then you line them up on these little tabs that then go inside of like a file folder or something, and then you can line up all of your chips along, and they have all your DMC floss organized. I've been trying to find a system to organize my DMC floss because I have this bucket full of DMC, And every time I go to kit or start a new project or design something, I then have to pull out all of these loose fibers, and I really wanted to have them organized. So I've heard Chantelle talk about these before, and I really wanted to give them a try, and she had them there at Stitch Florida. So I bought the Annie's Keepers from her, and then I went online to the, I think this is called Pip and Chip, and you get the stickers. So the Pip and Chip has an Etsy shop, and I'll link it below too. And you can get all the DMC stickers. So they're color coordinated for the DMC color. And the downside is you then have to go and put them all on these rings. So on the nights when I really don't feel like my eyes are tired and I don't want to cross stitch, I will work on this while I am watching TV or doing stuff, you know, just sitting around at night. So this is a great way to get organized. And so I already started some. So for instance, with the flower sampler garden, I've already started with my DMC, getting them organized on these chips. So fingers crossed, probably in 15 years, I'll have all the DMC colors on the little chips and I'll be organized. But I think there's something like 600 DMC colors. I don't know, but it is going to take a while, and I know that, but I am so excited to get it organized. So I have purchased a file box, and then all of these will line up on it, and then I can find the colors. She did say some people organize the colors in numerical order, or you can organize them by color grouping. I'll probably do color grouping because that's the way my brain works and how I will need it, but it is so nice. It'll be so nice to have it all done, and then I'll have my DMC organized. So you can also do this with all the overdyed floss. They have stickers not just for DMC, but for all the overdyed floss. I'll link all this below. I'll link the Annie's Keepers below for you as well. But I am hoping between my new planner and the DMC, the Annie's Keepers, I will get organized very, very soon. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, I am going to go over, there's a new designer I want to share with you, and we're going to talk about the signature sampler box. So I have a new designer I want to share with you all today. You all may know Shellie Fry with Antique Needleworkers, but she has recently decided to jump in and be a cross-stitch designer and reproduce samplers as well. And I am so excited for her. I am so happy for her. Shellie has she has come out with 3 new designs, and they are beautiful. And I'm going to share them with you. She sent some to us. She sent a copy for me and one to give away. So let me show these to you. And I will link her below as well. But this is Be Ye Kind. And this is a very small card. It is a quick pin keep, quick stitch, Be Ye Kind. It's a beautiful little design. And then the next one is Delia Conger, and it is I love a little sampler. This is a petite size sampler. It is just beautiful. The colors are so pretty, and I love her little booklets that she has printed. Such a beautiful, beautiful presentation. And inside she has a little bit of information about this sampler as well. And then the Law of Kindness. This one says, she opens her mouth with wisdom, and on her tongue is the law of kindness. And this is based off of Proverbs 31:26, and it is just beautiful. I love the roses in the corner. It is absolutely beautiful. Good job, Shellie. I'm so excited. I can't wait to stitch this one. I love Proverbs. And she even included 2 smalls in the back, 2 small patterns that you can stitch. This is a small pin keep and a small little needle book. So absolutely gorgeous. So I will have one of these sets as a giveaway at the end of the video. So Shellie with Antique Needleworkers, congratulations on your new journey. I am so excited, and I can't wait to see what else you come out with. So Alicia, the Fanciful Flamingo, she is a good friend of mine, and she also does subscription boxes. She has 2 different types of subscription boxes. That's a mouthful. One of her boxes is called My Favorite Things. So that is one that I stitched or designed the Sweet Friendships for in the spring, in the strawberry design. She has another subscription box, and it is called the Signature Sampler Box. She just released the first one, and it was with Little Robin Designs, and I will link all of Alicia's websites, Flosstube, Instagram, all those things below. But she has asked me to participate and be the designer for her January box. And that is for the Blessing Sampler. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about her box, and then I'm going to explain what a Blessing Sampler is if you are not aware. So her boxes are, I think they come out 4 times a year. Well, 4 times a year. And the Signature Sampler box is a beautiful box that will have your fabric, it'll have your floss, it'll have the sampler, a pattern in it, and lots of other goodies that she puts in there. Again, Alicia will be able to explain it all to you better, but this box, she is going to open registration for it. I believe she said October 15th, and it will be shipped by mid-December so that you may receive the box by well before January the 1st. And so what a Blessing Sampler is, it is a sampler that you stitch in the month of January, and you start and finish it within that month. So that means this will be a smaller sampler. It is one that I have been working on. It'll be a reimagined sampler that I have recreated from a antique sampler that I own. So I think I've shown you all this sampler before, but it is an antique sampler that I have reimagined, and it is absolutely beautiful, and I am so excited. It will have Victoria Clayton silks that will be used. The color palette is beautiful, and the fabric that will be used in this set is from Atomic Ranch. So I'm excited. I can't wait for us to share y'all more sneak peeks and more details about it, but it is going to be very special and very exciting. So I will link all of Alicia's Facebook pages, all those things below, so you can go and get more information from her, pricing, ordering instructions, all those things. But look for the Blessing Sampler box, or the Signature Sampler box, but it'll have the Blessing Sampler, and it'll be available to you very soon. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to go over my plans for the week and giveaways. Since I shared with you all my previous finishes, I thought it would be fun to also share with you some, now I can do my previous designs from last fall. So let me just reintroduce to you some of my releases I had last year that are still available for purchase. They're available in my Etsy shop and through your needlework shop. I am missing one of them that I would share with you today. It is at a trunk show, but it is on my Etsy shop. So this one is Steampunk Penelope, and her companion is Steampunk Percival. And these two are available for you on my Etsy and of course in your needlework shop. But I love these two crows. I am still one of these days keep thinking I will continue on with these two or with their friends and keep them going throughout the year. But in the meantime, we've got Steampunk Penelope. She is on her way to some sort of masquerade ball or Halloween ball with her date, Steampunk Percival. So those two are still available. And Esmeralda's Blackbirds. This is one of my favorites. I absolutely love Esmeralda. Recently, I saw a model stitch of this on social media with Liberty Hill Needleworks, which is a needlework store in Williamsburg, Virginia. It's on my Facebook page, but I shared it with you on my Facebook page, but it's also on their social media. But they did the cutest stitch of this. They stitched Esmeralda, they finished her into a little pillow, and they put her in like a cloche and had all kinds of fun stuff inside of there. But this is Esmeralda's Blackbirds. Quick stitch, love her with her pets. They're going in their cage. And then the other one that I was going to share with you that was a fall release last year is Autumn Blessings. And not Autumn Blessings, that's so silly. Something else. It is my autumn sampler. Autumn sampler, I had a sampler all throughout the year. I had autumn, winter, spring, and summer, but autumn sampler was the first one, and it is available as well. But those are all fun autumn and quick stitches for you to add to your list, your wish list. So I wanted to give you a quick update on my sister Lisa. Many of you may remember that my sister Lisa has been going through chemotherapy for lung cancer, and she's still going through her rounds of chemotherapy, but they have to take a lot of breaks from her treatments because her white blood cell count keeps getting low, or her platelet levels keep getting low. So she just had another round of chemo on Tuesday. So keep her in her prayers. It really knocks her out, makes her feel sick, and then they battle with her her platelet levels getting low and her white blood cell count getting low. So she is, we're hoping that we get good scans the next time around, but please just keep her in your prayers. And then the plans I have for this week, I am working on my Celebrate You series for Christmas and for winter. So I am so excited to bring those to you. They're going to be fun. They just keep getting cuter and cuter, and I think by the time I finish the series, we'll have 10 in the series, and they are just so much fun to stitch and so much fun to have on display and to share. So look for those coming out soon. So let's go into our giveaways. So this week, what I want to do for the giveaways is 5 of you will be able to choose a PDF pattern of your choice from my Etsy shop. So I will pick 5 winners from that, and then we will have one winner will be able to have the whole set of the patterns that I just received from Antique Needleworkers. So thank you, Shellie, for those. So those we'll have 6 giveaways for those. So 5 PDF winners, and then a set of the patterns from Shellie. So here's what you do to enter to win. You subscribe to the video, or subscribe to my channel. You subscribe, hang on, let me think. How do you enter to win? You subscribe to my channel, you like the video, and you answer the question below, and I'm just going to, if you would like to enter to win Shellie's patterns, use the word antique in your comment. So if you would like to be entered to win a set of of Shellie's patterns, use the word antique, and then I will do a random generator for that. If you would like to enter to win one of my patterns, PDF patterns, I'll just pull from any comment below. So basically, if you would like to enter to win Shellie's, just use the word antique in your comment. And the question I'd like for you to answer, or the comment I'd like for you to leave below, is what is your favorite fall tradition? What do you look forward to the most in the fall time? Of course, I get excited about cooler temperatures. I'm so hot and ready for it to cool off. But when my kids were little, we loved going to pick pumpkins and decorate the front porch with pumpkins and all those fall time activities. We would always have fall festivals and things like that. Gray has already put in a list of things that she'd like to do when she's home and things to bake. One of them, of course, is pumpkin bread. She loves pumpkin bread. So between the baking and the decorating and pumpkins and all those things, we just love fall around here. So, and then of course football. We love watching football, college football on Saturdays. So I hope that all makes sense. Just leave a comment below, and we will do giveaways next week. And I look forward to seeing you all back here next week, and I hope you have a great weekend.